breaking down area. Let's take a look at how we're going to do that. Remember that area equals length times width. So in this rectangle, you have a length of 8, a width of 6. You want to break down the area to figure out 6 times 8 because, hey, I don't know it. Or just to show, hey, I can break it down. Maybe make it a simpler problem. So we have the same rectangle, 6 by 8. Except I've split it into 2 rectangles now. We have a rectangle that is still 6 rows, or has a length of 6, but now it has a width of 4. And a second rectangle with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The length would still be 6, and your width now is also 4. So remember, length times width plus length times width. If we add these two together, we'll have the 6 times 8. So we do 6 times 4, and 6 times 4, 24 plus 24 for both of these two areas, we get 48. 6 times 8 equals 48 square units would be the area of this whole rectangle. Let's take a look at another example where we don't break it into the 2 exact same rectangles. We have a rectangle that is 6 by 7. So we split the 7 into 5 and 2. Now we have 6 by 5 and 6 by 2. Those are easy numbers to multiply to figure out 6 times 7. That's why we do this. 6 times 5 will give us the area of the red part. 6 times 2 gives us the area of the green part. If we add them together, we'll have 6 times 7, or the area of the whole rectangle. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 2 is 12. 30 plus 12 is 42. And 6 times 7 is 42. And this would be in square units for area. What this is called, it's called the distributive property. It has to do when you kind of combine multiplication and addition. You might have a rectangle that has a side length of n, and then it's broken down into 2 parts of b and c. The area of that rectangle is n times b, length times width, plus n times c. Whatever these numbers are, same number n in both, times b and times c. Then you add up those 2 partial areas together. Or you could just first add b and c together, b plus c. Notice the parentheses means you do that first. Then multiply by n. N times b plus c. Both will give you the same area. Don't believe me? I'll show you. Let's take a look at this rectangle, 3 by 7. I split the 7 into a 5 and a 2, so 3 by 5 and 3 by 2. Let's solve it the last way. 3 times 5 plus 2. So first, 5 plus 2 is 7. The 3 stays the same. 3 times 7 is equal to 21. So the area is 21 square units. Let's check it the other way. 3 times 5 plus 3 times 2. Well, 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 2, 6. 15 plus 6 equals 21. What this proves is that the distributive property is true. Doesn't matter what the numbers are, you can break down your multiplication and your area just like this. Here's your target. I can break down area of rectangles using the distributive property. What I want you to do is to determine the area of these 3 rectangles. This one is 3 by 10 and 3 by 2. 5 by 5 and 5 by 3, 7 by 5 and 7 by 1. Use the distributive property, rewatch the video to get a good grasp of it, and solve for area of all 3 of these rectangles.